Okay, hello everybody, it's Jeffrey Runescapefar. How are you guys doing today? So today we're going to be talking about this. Um, so first we'll go over here. So this is the guy we're basically talking about, David Whitehead. Uh, let's first go over here. So according to 130 The Tiger, home of the list of sports, this is where I first started the story at. So apparently this guy right here is suing Marvel Studios for copyright of the Black Panther movie. So, in addition to this lawsuit, right here is part of another lawsuit against. Okay, so we'll get to that here in a second. Uh, okay, here's the right one. So, instructor at Gambling State University is suing Marvel Entertainment, Netflix, Viacom, and Walt Disney Incorporated for allegedly conspiring to steal stories for his mega-grossing 2018 film Black Panther. David Lewis Whitehead, formerly of Wiley College, claims the superhero film possesses striking similarities to a script titled Batman Black Man. According to KTBS, he also says the song Kendrick Lamar crafted for Black Panther is similar to Michael Jackson's Invincible album, which is used for the Black Man script. Okay, so right there we got some things. So I highlighted the important things, and of course I put red next to red flags. So there's a lot of red flags in these stories. So, demanding jury trial, he wants a cool $10 billion in compensatory damages. $10 billion. That is a lot of money. So, let's get down here from the story here. So, right here, I see we got lots of red to go over. So, the defendant said the claims should be dismissed because they are duplicative of other cases that have been dismissed. So this guy in the past has filed other similar lawsuits that have been dismissed for many reasons. So plaintiff claims are nearly identical to and at times exactly the same as claims he has filed in numerous courts across the country against an ever-growing litany of entertainment-oriented defendants. So basically anybody who made a movie or a TV show or something that sounded very, very similar to something he wrote, he's immediately tried to sue them. The defendant said finally, Whitehead claims should be dismissed to prevent further waste of time, money, and judicial resources. Down here, Brian, sex and racism, the CIA, and the escape. Whitehead alleges the concepts were used in the production of the movie and novel Mission Impossible. Now, this is very bullshit. Why? Because the Mission Impossible movies are based off the TV shows, which came out in 1966. Ironically, that's also when Black Panther first appeared. Very, very interesting. And let's go back here. So in 2011, Whitehead went after Apple along with numerous judges, U.S. President, Hollywood studios, celebrities, and banks for their massive theft of his copyrighted work. Includes Mel Gibson stole the idea for The Passion of the Christ from his story God vs. Satan. Austin Powers was snatched from his script A New World, and Sean P. Diddy Combs' Frederick's I Am the King was nabbed from his play Erika Babuda in Paris with Mama Voodoo. Okay, so based off those titles, they sound nothing like what the movies actually were about. And you honestly think Mel Gibson stole from this guy? Nah, not even close. I wouldn't think Mel. Well, no, he's not that horrible of a person. I mean, he's a horrible person, but not that horrible. And Austin Powers, come on, really? So we know for a fact that this guy has been doing this for a while now. So these are obviously some pretty big red flags here. Now that we got that concept, we'll come over here. So in addition to this lawsuit, he's suing rapper Kendrick Lamar, where it's claimed that Lamar lifted work from Michael Jackson's for a song used on the Black Panther soundtrack. Now that is perfectly legal because if he did use similar song to Michael Jackson's song and he changed the words, it could be filed under a parody. So that is completely legal. So, and also, I highlighted this orange because it's related but not related, but also related. Batman Black Man is ironic considering that the title itself infringes on the intellectual property of Marvel's main competitor DC Comics, which is Detective Comics, who have owned the character of Batman since 1939. So yeah, by even submitting this to Netflix, he has committed copyright infringement or intellectual property infringement because the title Batman is owned by DC. They own that name right there and anything related to it. After those mentioned, Whitehead amended the lawsuit once again to add additional companies he wants to sue, including CBS, Comcast, Sony, Lionsgate, and others. So this guy just keeps on adding and adding to the list. If we come over here, so this reported June 10th, 2019. So this was 2 days ago. So we're going to go over this part here. Or as in the response letter said, the defendant, the lawyers are basically telling the history about the character Batman and Black Panther, but we're not interested in the history. We're interested in did they make Marvel characters and place them in my concept, Batman, Black Man for Black Panther, Whitehead told News Messenger. Whitehead, who is a pro-legend in the case and resides in Bossier City, Louisiana, also alleges that singer Kendrick Lamar's song used for Black Panther songs from Michael Jackson's Invincible album that White has said he was using for the soundtrack for his script. So he's suing him because it sounded similar to the song he was using for his script. That's a very thin line there. I mean, if any lawyer were to actually take that and defend that, he better be a damn good lawyer and be able to pull some stuff out of his ass because, seriously, that is not much to go off of. Whitehead also claimed that both songs have similar beats, thematic musical plots, and uses a rap artist. Dear God, that right there is the biggest of the red flags, that this guy is just suing for money. Let's see, come back down here. So the lawsuit further accuses defendants of basically placing existing characters from the Marvel Entertainment films, incorporating these characters into plaintiffs' Batman Black Man without having plaintiffs' consent or authorization or compensation. Well, I'm sorry, but Black Panther was created by Marvel. Again, Black Panther first appeared in 1966. He also appeared in the the Avengers second movie, Captain America Winter Soldier, I think. Let's actually take a look at that. So, Black Panther's appearance. That damn keyboard. So let's see, Captain America Civil War. Let's see. Because I want to try to get this as correct as possible. So Black Panther first appeared in MCU was in Captain America Civil War. This film also featured the first glimpse of Everett Lowe's. Okay, I don't care about that. Let's see, actually, Ulysses Kula, who has a small role. Okay, yeah, so he also was in Avengers Age of Ultron. And then, of course, Captain America Civil War. So yeah, he's been in a couple movies before he got his own independent movie. And also, let's just not forget the fact that, again, he came into play in 1966. Marvel has owned Black Panther for a very long time, and the MC universe always places characters into their movies. But this also doesn't make sense because Black Panther is really the only other Marvel character in there, I think. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see any other Marvel superheroes inside of Black Panther. So please, again, correct me if I'm wrong. So let's see, further right-handed believes defendant added historical Batman various plots, events, mood, and similar characters to his Batman Black Man script to create their highly successful film and accessories entitled Black Panther, the lawsuit states. Again, that's a very thin line here that he is stating, stating his whole case on. It can't support this. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So the defendant further argued that 30 film proposal was rejected by Netflix is only an 8-page document containing the title and brief synopsis projects. So this all started actually when he said he sent the script to Netflix and Netflix rejected it. And then he sent it to an agent who then turned it into Black Panther. So, first of all, a 30 film proposal, so that's a synopsis of the project. It's brief. It's not very long. 8 pages. You think Marvel based their entire movie on 8 pages? No, they did not. And that's good that Netflix rejected this guy. I mean, look at him. He's suing everybody. Let's see. So that's pretty much it. Now, in addition here, I didn't highlight this part here because it's not really relevant to Black Panther, but it does display more of his character. In this Third Amendment suit, by June 5th, Whitehead added dozens of other companies, including but not limited to CBS Incorporated, Comcast, Sony Home Entertainment, and Longscape Home Entertainment, as defendant to the suit, citing other works of his that were allegedly infringed on. Allegedly. Attorneys for Netflix, Viacom, Walt Disney Corporation, and Marvel Entertainment Incorporated are Jennifer Dolan and Cole Riddle of Halton and Dolan of Texarkana? I don't know what that is. A hearing has been set later this month on the defendant's motion to transfer the case to California. I think it's an important story for all artists, even people who go into our court systems and legal systems, he said. There was also something else here. Oh yeah, right here. So in response to this various court system barring his case, Whitehead wrote in his lawsuit that he believes the previous adversary rulings against him or other involves fraud on the courts by officers of the court, including judges. So he's saying his cases were dismissed because the judges are corrupt. Again, that's a very thin line, a very dangerous accusation to make. If you do not have enough evidence and you falsely accuse a judge of tampering with the case because of fraud or corruption, and you're wrong, that's a very serious crime. And, you know, these people will claim that, oh, it's always the judges, they're unfair, they have to be, it's their job. It's not like back during the Al Capone era where they were threatened and blackmailed or bribed. They don't do that anymore. Well, actually I can't say that, but I mean, this is not the case for that. This guy is just claiming copyright infringement on just about everything that sounds similar to what he's ever created. So, let me know what you guys think below. If you think that these red flags are enough to dismiss this case, or if you think I overlooked something. Also, do some of your own research before you comment, just to be sure that you have all your facts, just like I've done. I've looked at several different articles here, all discussing the same thing, so some may be false, some may be true. I'm not 100% sure. I know this is a pretty reliable TV source. These two here from the College Fix and 1130 The Tiger. I've never read articles for them before, but so I don't know if they're legitimate or not, but they all pretty much cover the same basis and highlight the same thing, so they do have that in common. So that does make me believe that they are a reliable source. But again, let me know in the comments below. And as always, have a nice day, live, love, and game on.